Welcome to Hearts of Iron 4, Millennium Dawn mod, the United States of America playthrough, episode 1. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna play historical US parties through the current year, so 2025. Basically, I have to limit myself to maintaining either a Democrat or a Republican Party in power for the US during their actual historical tenure. I have free reign globally to do whatever I want politically, but I have to maintain those parties. That being said, I am going to try and follow the historical events that the game gives you as best I can. With Afghanistan, Somalia, Iraq, all those situations as best I can. Anyway, we're in, so let's get going. We're gonna start off with economy. First off, we're recovering from the poor management of the previous decades. I'm sorry, but no president did a good job. I think that's just historical fact. Yes, that includes Reagan. That includes FDR. I'm sorry, Democrats. No one. I'm not gonna go for rails right away. I'm actually gonna go for rockets. So we're gonna be powering through the spy sats for research. I learned that in the Burundi playthrough. But we want all the tech, as much productivity as we can snag, and for some reason the US needs population, so we're going that. Those are your kind of key bonuses. Politically, I think I can do these already. We're gonna start with airstrikes against Sudan first. Focus. Need to set that to ending stages of the Clinton era, because we're going to follow this tree on the far left, which is the political tree, all the way through the end. And we're going to have to hop between each side. So Republicans are the goal for the 2000 November election. And then we'll try and fix all these, whatever's going on here, this nightmare. But before we begin, let me set up a couple things with the Navy, and let's start off with economy here, and then energy. And then we'll go unemployment and tax, just to get this going before... I have to click it before I get too far into this. We have a deficit right now without starting it. Construction. So basically, I'm gonna go for these areas where we have the most resources. So benefits like plus 22, plus 20 of a resource. That gives us over 8. That's almost an immediate factory. So yeah, that's a good one. Some of these are pretty good to grab. I think Alaska has around 50. Yeah, so let's check out what we have. So New Mexico, Colorado, and then I think Alaska is going to be the play. We'll go Alaska next. We want to build those roads first, just for the resources. Navy. This is where it gets kind of unique, I guess, for me, how I play. I don't know if it is. Anything 1980 or earlier is getting tossed. Doesn't matter if it's an aircraft carrier. The only thing we're keeping are subs. So we'll keep submarines because we don't have any replacements from the 90s yet. Yeah, like all these gone. Looks like subs. Oh, there's some stuff in here I want to keep. 90s destroyers. Okay, so we're good. I think all these subs over 80s? If there's a 60s in here, I'm getting rid of it. Yeah, there's a 60 in that group. So let's get rid of that one. Yeah, so all through the green. Like we're fine. 1970s, so all these are trash. 80s. 65 destroyer. Just a bunch of junk. I don't know if we've already modernized our actual navy, or if we still have any of these boats still hanging around that aren't decommissioned. In real life, I'm not familiar with how our government's managing that, because if we have these still, we should just get rid of them. The game says so. They cost too much. Yeah, it looks like 80s. I don't like this fleet comp. What is that, 7 missile free, like submarines? Why? It's like, what were we doing? These are all 80s Corvettes, so goodbye. Alright, so we're just gonna delete. These are mostly trash. We'll move him off and delete everything. Moving out to their own. Make sure we don't have that highlighted still, though it'd probably save us more money. 70s. We're just gonna move that up there. That's supposedly the 3rd fleet naval squadron. Yeah, we'll delete it. Alright. Cleaner. Much cleaner. One Arleigh Burke destroyers. I don't want these 1965 Spurants. Here we go. It's all getting decommissioned. Get rid of the Enterprise. I know we had to have decommissioned that. It looks like it's a newer model though than the World War II one. Well, maybe not. I don't know. These dates could be. Have to look that up actually. Yeah. I think we're good. I think that's a little cleaner. We're gonna start merging some of these though. Doesn't really matter. We're not deploying them yet. I think we're good. I think that's everything, right? Base program. I guess I could build rockets, but they're bad. Not really worth it. Build stuff that's not even going to be usable, so I'm not going to waste money on that. We'll just sit on that till we get our newer rockets and satellites. Oh, I don't need all those. We'll figure that out. Construction. There's one thing I do need to do with a railroad. Where's Maryland? Jesus. Right here. Alright, Washington, D.C. So you can do it this way. Put a port right there. But the better thing, upgrade that railroad first. And that one. We're gonna get this upgraded, and then once we have this rail line upgraded, we'll worry about that. But we want to upgrade those two lines and the other line going out of it. Just so we keep supply from our capital maxed and it's not limited by a bottleneck like this. Like what is happening here? I don't think I've ever seen that or noticed that we don't have rail lines to these ports. It's that one. Nope. It is that one. So that could have been that. Okay. Yeah, because usually I just make a line up all these ports, and I guess I take care of those. But yeah, Texas, we want a size 6. A small chunk would be better though, so hold up, let me reduce that one. New Mexico, Utah, and Indiana. See if we can... This is just one giant rail line. Where's the upgrade marker? That's tough. So we're gonna section this off. We'll have to upgrade one right there. And then Indiana, do they have a small chunk? They do not. We'll make our own. Well, I guess that would count. That may go from Illinois too. How much? 20? Not too bad. It's not... I'd rather it be there though. Get rid of that. We're not gonna be building 20 rail lines. We'll come back to that later if I don't forget. Other roads. We want to do Michigan, Ohio, Minnesota, North and South Dakota, Wyoming for sure. I think I hit Alaska already, so then let's get California and all this up just because they have rare resources. And anything with 10, kind of looking at the 10 range. And then we'll hit all these smaller states. That. Alright, something like that. Oh, right there. Tennessee too. Everyone else doesn't get roads and no development. We got no resources, I'm sorry. Alright, we're gonna hit that like that. We've got rail lines going, so our productivity growth will recover. We should be good. 15 minutes in. That's far too long. So we're gonna start the countdown timer. All right. That's our budget. We're now positive. As we reduced our arms spending by about 3 billion, deleting all those ships. Better dead than red. He stays. So I'm not going to do anything with political power as far as influence yet with our neighbors until I have about 500. Now, foreign investment. I need to start with Mexico. Since our income's positive, I'm not worried anymore. Oh, I'm in the Navy screen. We're gonna start out with roads. I think we can put 3 in most of Mexico. Some of it takes 4, some of it takes 2, so I'm gonna have to flip it through this a little bit. That one takes 1. This takes none, maybe. I'm just surprised. Oh, do we have no... We don't have money, I bet. Yeah, we're out of money. It takes none. Here, let's get some funds. Good thing about America is you can just take out loans willy-nilly for the most part because of Wall Street bonus. There we go. 4. This one that was 1. Is that because I was out of money? Yeah, it's because I was out of funds. Hold up. We'll check on this one. That one's 4. Looks like we have 4 there. 3 there. There's another 4. 2 in the Yucatan. It's like, should be 13 out of 15. Yep. Okay. And then we're gonna start working on Canada too. Canada needs roads. There we go. Everybody gets roads. US, Mexico, Canada, we're all getting roads. Looks like I bumped our interest rate up. So let's knock that back down. Alright. We'll get some money later, so we'll fix all that. Pay down more of the debt. Okay, start some events. Try and recover political power. What's about to happen? I'm gonna start combining ground units. Stacks. Not gonna make any divisions or anything yet.
Orders.
Yeah, we want money. How long till our event? 60 days.
Yes, sir.
Guess they didn't pay us. Is that what I saw?
Everyone, listen up.
Alright, here we go. Air cav.
Ready for orders.
We're like an air assault. Like all our special operations.
Ready for orders.
Oh, come on. Doing unit management. Let's get some Marines together. I do need to go through the Air Force after this. Oh, good. They'll pay us.
Orders.
Wonderful. More
Ready, sir.
paratrooper groups. And more airborne.
Ready for orders.
I'm not even gonna fix the templates yet. Those are all gonna be a mess.
Yes, sir.
Alright, we got all those. I think this was special forces. We'll move that down. We're gonna go back up and finish getting these assigned. With those armored divisions. We're gonna go on the left tree. We need political power and money. Oh, I don't have it running, do I?
Orders.
Let's get it going. Oh, yes. Alaska Airlines crash. All these events start sucking your political power, so it's good to get a little bit of a reserve going. And we need to start watching for these, the political and economic reforms that appear. I still don't have enough political power, but I am going to start prospecting, even though I don't have as much as I would like. It's one of the good things about America with Wall Street is you can do prospects. If you get rid of Wall Street, these go away. So, yeah, we want to do that and bauxite every time they're like available, and then steel if we can afford it. And we got our first agent, so we're actually going to go build an intel network in Mexico right now. I'm gonna get my resources up so I can at least get an idea of what we need. People who have watched other playthroughs will know what I'm doing here. Do it every time. New allies. So Estonia. Oh yeah, that's one other thing. We'll stay in NATO through 2025 because that's how it is. But I'm not gonna add anyone. I'm not gonna go out of my way to like try and get people to join NATO. Anyone that's already in NATO, we'll let them in like real world. Like so, like Estonia, Latvia, or anyone who's not innately in NATO in this game, but joined later, we'll let them in. Anyone else, even if they want to join and they're not in NATO, like Georgia, even though they applied in real life. Ooh, Chechnya is done already. If only they had watched my other playthrough, they would know how to survive longer than February. This wouldn't have happened until March. Well, 11 out of 12 times, this is historically accurate. I should say. They did well. They lasted pretty long. Alright. I don't really care about factories. But I do... Yeah, I don't... Not in this playthrough. It's more gonna be... government popularity... issues. And I don't want merging. I want non-aligned. Keep doing that. It should be escape. And we'll do surrender and casualties. We already have too many factories. It's just we got to get our tax costs down. So that's kind of where we're at, is we got to recover the economy, and then we'll work on getting tax costs reduced to nothing. Oh, and then the reason again, kind of just to explain on the prospecting thing. The more resources you have, the more you export. And the more you export... Oh, cool, the shuttle launch. The more you export, the more factories you get back in trade. So it's effectively a very efficient way of getting resources for trading so you get factories faster without having to build them. And then I guess we do have to commit factories to discovering them though. So do note that you do have to spend 3 per exploit. But it's pretty quick, so can't beat 30 days. Basically to generate, what is that, 9 resources, so every 60 days you get 1 civilian industry, basically. And then we just have to reduce tax so that we actually get it. Right now it's basically double. Alright, so we got a surplus. We're going to do Rise of the Internet. And let me check. We have all our investment projects still up. We're going to pay down this, because most of our expense there. Where is... Yeah, so we almost have $1 billion still on interest. We just need to watch our debt. Our debt's pretty high. We're only negative by 1 billion, so I could probably cover that with Air Force management stuff. Let's see. Oh, planes. See what planes I don't want. Carriers. Strategic bombers we can keep. Airlift. AWACS we want. The F-14s. Sorry, any F-14 pilots. But, I'm getting rid of all of these. Oh, there's a better way to do this too. I should note that. So we'll look at F4, F5, we'll do F14. Don't think I see anything else. We'll keep F16s. 15s we'll keep for now. F117s, only this wing. We'll get rid of the Nighthawks too. It's a cool plane. It's expensive. Alright. Let it go again. I don't know how much that actually helps. Look. If anything, we lost money? That's unfortunate. Anyway, I'm gonna cut it here. I'll see everyone for the next one on episode 2. Thanks for watching. That's just setting up America.